Hello, all you wonderful people. Welcome to the Reading Epic Threads live stream, 8:01 p.m. Central Time, May 3rd, 2021. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Normally, I would say hello to everybody and talk for a little bit, but we are loaded beyond belief. So I'm going to start this stream by saying, of course, paypal.me/BitcoinArmada and angelpaste.com, promo code Shapiro, plant-grade food oils. Your skin will drink it up. It's got what skin craves. JamesMG at Verizon.net, JamesMG at Verizon.net. I'm going to be giving away some Q coins to my very best contributors here, guys, but we're going to be doing that later. But we got to start with our very own Spirit Fox. Speaking of whom, Spirit Fox is right here. Thanks to Spirit Fox, I'm about to read you something. Maybe it's a little long, and I don't care. It's important to me, and so I hope it's important to you. From the office of Governor Ron DeSantis. Memorandum to members of the press from Governor's Press Office, May 3rd, 2021. Good afternoon. Today, Governor Ron DeSantis issued Executive Order 21-102, suspending all remaining local government mandates and restrictions based on the COVID-19 state of emergency. The text of the executive order. State of Florida, Office of the Governor, Executive Order number 21-102. Whereas, on March 9th, 2020, I issued Executive Order 20-52, declaring a state of emergency for the entire state of Florida as a result of COVID-19. And whereas, on September 25th, 2020, I issued Executive Order 20-244, suspending the collection of local fines and penalties associated with COVID-19 regulations upon individuals. And on March 10th, 2021, I issued Executive Order 21-65, categorically remitting all fines upon individuals and businesses alike related to local government COVID-19 restrictions. And whereas, on March 29th, 2021, the legislature presented and I signed into law SB 72, Civil Liability for Damages Relating to COVID-19, enacted as Chapter 2021-1 Laws of Florida, which provides crucial liability protection to individuals, businesses, educational institutions, religious organizations, and healthcare providers for liability claims related to COVID-19. And whereas, on April 27, 2021, I extended the state of emergency initiated by Executive Order 20-52 as necessary to ensure Florida schools remain open for the remainder of the school year, to protect Floridians from being required to produce a so-called vaccine passport as a condition in participating in everyday life, and to implement budgetary response efforts to help Floridians to the greatest extent possible. And whereas, on April 29th, 2021, Surgeon General Dr. Scott Rivkees issued a public health advisory, 1, stating that continuing COVID-19 restrictions on individuals, including long-term use of face coverings and withdrawal from social and recreational gatherings, pose a risk of adverse and unintended consequences. 2, further expanding vaccine eligibility. And 3, advising government offices to resume in-person operations and services. And whereas the state of Florida led the national effort to distribute the vaccine to elderly and vulnerable populations and has provided vaccines to nearly 9 million people. And whereas every eligible Floridian is now legally permitted to obtain a vaccine, and Florida maintains a sufficient supply for every eligible Floridian who desires a vaccine to be vaccinated. And whereas scientific studies show that vaccines protect individuals from COVID-19 and reduce hospitalizations and deaths caused by COVID-19, and whereas the state and the majority of local governments have declined to issue mask mandates, and whereas a select number of local governments continue to impose mandates and business restrictions without proper consideration of improving conditions and with no end in sight. And whereas, due to the tremendous steps the state has taken to protect Florida's most vulnerable populations and rapidly offer vaccines to every eligible Floridian who desires one, local communities lack justification in continuing to impose COVID-19 mandates or restrictions upon their citizens. And whereas, with my encouragement, the Florida legislature passed and I signed SB 2006, a measure designed to curb restrictions and closures of businesses during an extended emergency to add significant accountability and difficulty for the continuation of any local limitation on the rights or liberties of individuals or businesses, and to declare in no uncertain terms that the policy of the state of Florida will favor a presumption of commercial operation and individual liberty with no toleration for unending and unjustified impediments to that liberty. And whereas, in light of these recently enacted reforms, the widespread vaccination of Florida residents, and the sufficient supply of vaccines for all eligible Florida residents, I find that it is necessary for the state of Florida to enhance its rapid and orderly restoration and recovery from the COVID-19 emergency by preempting and suspending all remaining local emergency restrictions on individuals and businesses, and to return day-to-day life back to normal everywhere in the state. Now, therefore, I, Ron DeSantis, as governor of Florida, by virtue of the authority vested in me by Article 4, Section 1A of the Florida Constitution, and by the Florida Emergency Management Act as amended, and all other applicable laws, promulgate the following executive order. Section 1. In order to mitigate the adverse and unintended consequences of the COVID-19 emergency and to accelerate the state's recovery, all local COVID-19 restrictions and mandates on individuals and businesses are hereby suspended. Section 2. This order eliminates and supersedes any existing emergency order or ordinance issued by a county or municipality that imposes restrictions or mandates upon businesses or individuals due to the COVID-19 emergency. Section 3. For the remaining duration of the state of emergency initiated by Executive Order 20-52, no county or municipality may renew or enact an emergency order or ordinance using a local state of emergency or using emergency enactment procedures under Chapters 125, 252, or 166 Florida statutes that imposes restrictions or mandates upon businesses or individuals due to the COVID-19 emergency. Section 4. Nothing herein prohibits a political subdivision of the state from enacting ordinances pursuant to regular enactment procedures to protect the health, safety, and welfare of its population. Only orders and ordinances within the scope of Section 1 based on a local state of emergency or on emergency enactment procedures due to the COVID-19 emergency are hereby eliminated and preempted. Section 5. This order supersedes Sections 2 and 3 of Executive Order 20-244. Section 6. This order is effective immediately. And that is Governor Ron DeSantis. We have just one of him right now in the United States of America, and I would like to thank God that we have at least one of him. We don't have one of them in the state of Texas, and it is to the shame of the people of Texas that we still have the traitor and the criminal Greg Abbott sitting in the governor's mansion right now. So let's say hi to everybody. Hi, El Rofo, Mark Conway, Jay Stacks, Memento Mori, Led Zapanzer, Chris Ranney, Michelle, Spirit Fox, Robert Guy. All right, Robert Guy had a 45-minute talk with the Kroger store director, unmasked, telling her that a class action federal lawsuit will come soon under 42 U.S. Code Section 12182 unless mask mandate dropped now. I keep forgetting which state you're in, Robert. Sorry, bro. Tell me what state you're in. My bad. Joe Pappas. One down, many more to go. Joe, I am beside myself. We Texans have let everybody down. In summary, all right, there it is, Rex. In summary, whereas I am Florida's badass governor, I hereby declare for the good of humanity in Florida that Fauci, Pfizer, Biden, and busybodies everywhere can heretofore to kiss my ass. Lieutenant Governor, make it so. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. St. Richie, how are you, my friend? Kristen, good to have you here. Just another Corvid. TN, good to know you're here. Guys, oh, El Rofo points out, Bill and Melinda Gates, Splitsville, wonder what is really going on. Here's what's really going on. The Melinda Gates of the past, who was a female, has been replaced by some weird dude in a wig. I don't know what that's about. So Douglas McKinnon, you gets a high. Douglas McKinnon, you got a high, bro. Robert Guy, yes, real men exist. Indeed. Barbara Bear, Angel Paste. You know what? That reminds me, Barbara Bear, Angel Paste. Hello, D Jr. and Barbara Bear, Angel Paste. Yes, real men exist. Now, Barbara sent me something cool from old toilet brush. Old talking toilet brush. I'm going to see if I can, let's see. I should have an email to myself because I got it from Barbara and I sent it to myself and I entitled it Toilet Brush. For those of you who frequently watch this stream, you will be aware that, hang on, I got to name this thing Toilet Brush. There's no really good reason for me to show this to you, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to open this, and it should be in a no. All right, well, it'll open. And then I'm going to show you the talking toilet brush, Scott Adams, giving his opinion on stuffs. Let's see, I'm going to show a window. Will it be this? It should pop up any second. Hot diggity dog. Are we going to show it? There it is. All right, now I got to blow it up so maybe you can read it. All right, let's blow this bad boy up. Oh, that's not going to work. This is such horseshit, guys. Sorry. I can't blow it up. Whatever. All right, anyway, nobody's going to be able to see this, but Scott Adams, hereinafter the talking toilet brush, says, if the Arizona audit is finding any indications of voting irregularities, wouldn't we have heard about it by now? To which Josh Barnett for Congress, Arizona 06, with his own blue check mark, says, no, loose lips sink ships. Scott Adams, hereinafter the talking toilet brush, says, if that were true, we'd all be at the bottom of the ocean. This would have leaked somehow. To which Josh Barnett for Congress responds, we got what we were looking for. To which Scott Adams, hereinafter the talking toilet brush, said, are you on the inside? To which Josh Barnett for Congress said, you could say I'm in the know. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and say we're at 12 minutes in. I think it's pretty fair to say that our very own Among My People has done quite a bit of writing up on the Arizona audit. So if you want to know the full truth, the full information on the Arizona audit, and you're currently watching from the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that this isn't appropriate for the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel. Why is that? You might ask. I'll tell you why. I'm glad you asked. The reason it's not appropriate for the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel is because the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel has 2 strikes because of prolific wrongthink. If I get one more strike, the entire channel, with all of its many thousands of subscribers, will be deleted from YouTube. By the way, if you're currently subscribed to the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel, for the love of God, please subscribe to the Patrick Gunnels YouTube channel. I'm putting the link here. All you got to do is go right there, youtube.com/user/pgunnels. You go there and I get to 1,000 subscribers on that channel, then I can start doing live streams from my smartphone, which is going to come in very handy at the Patriots Roundup, May 28th through 31st at the Omni Hotel in Dallas, Texas, which you guys have been good enough to send me to. But in the meantime, for those of you watching from the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel, you can continue to watch live from the Patrick Gunnels live stream channel. But in the meantime, go to angelpaste.com, promo code Shapiro, food grade plant oils, the best lotion in the world, made by Texans, for Texans, all Texans except for Greg fucking Abbott. Vanilla Rose is the best scent the world has ever known. If you don't smell like this, then I'm better than you. Angelpaste.com, promo code Shapiro. So I'm going to say goodbye to all y'all at the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel, and hopefully I'll see you in a minute.